Hello, nurse. Hello, guys. How are you? Guys, gals. Laura, hi. Thanks. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, I'm working on her stream, Laura Craft. Uh, to shout out real quick. She's well deserved here. Ah, here we go. Laura Craft. She's a variety artist. Yeah, she's so talented. She's like a really great person. She has an awesome personality. She improvises her art like you will not believe it. She's just amazing. Hugs. So, what has been going on? Well, there's a lot of things. I guess first and foremost, in 2 days is my webinar that I'm so excited about. I'd been looking for like an anthem, so to speak, uh, something to really introduce the whole process, whole thought of being motivated, and it's just in the back of my mind. Everything I do, always I've been looking for a song or something, and I found a little short thing called "The Two Wolves," about the two distinct halves of everybody's personalities, is how they're always fighting each other. It's a Cherokee legend, and it's always been super inspiring to me. And I still have that as part of my webinar, but a young lady, she's young because she's younger than me, but it's a young lady named Emily Angel. She's up in New York. She's a musician, artist. She made a video or a music video. She came out with a song called "I Got This," and if you really listen to the words, you'll hear the message behind it. It's so emotional and so motivational and inspiring that I reached out to her and asked if I could use that to introduce my webinar. And so I rearranged my entire webinar introduction and how I was going to do it and everything to include her song. But I went a step further, and actually I'm going to give you a preview. This is her video. It's called "I Got This." You can find it on YouTube by looking up Emily Angel. This is her Twitch page. It's Emily is Fun. But also, you'll get links to her YouTube channel. Just look up Emily. Let me type this out real quick. Look her up, Emily Angel, with two L's, on YouTube, and you'll be able to see all the videos of this. She does a lot of covers, but she has some really original songs. But this particular one, called "I Got This," is so powerful. I mean, it is so powerful. So let me play that for you real quick, and then we'll continue on with the rest of my stream. Okay?
You lose some, you win some, but you can't give in. You got to get up. You got to get out. Work harder. Work faster. Work stronger. You got this. Who's great? No. Who's great?
I am.
Who's great?
I am.
You got this. Let's go.
You're on the floor and you can't move, and all you're hearing is you can't do this, but you want more. You can't lose. So hear my voice now. Hear what I'm saying. Get up, fight that battle. Get up, win that war. Get up, win that battle. Don't forget who you're fighting for. Get up, fight that battle. Get now.
I'm gonna leave it just for a second. There's some wonderful people. Actor. He is a former Marine. And she's wearing angel wings. Yeah. Freaking badass, man. Badass. Oops. Anyways, badass. So anyways, I found that song and I got so hyped up. I mean, the first thing I did when I came on, when I turned on my computer this morning, is I watched that song, and I tell you what, maybe I'm just, besides the fact that she's an awesome person, I'm a huge fan. We talk on her stream a lot. Uh, she is absolutely wonderful. But anyways, so the song, you watch through the video, the song is just about not giving up, by not letting things get to you, and constantly, you know, getting up, fighting day after day after day, whatever you got to do to get through your day, just do it. And I know sometimes with mental disorders, and especially with depression, I suffer from a depression. It's hard. It is so hard, to take the covers off, get out of bed, and just try to function day after day after day. My When I go through my webinar, I'll be talking about a bunch of things, but you'll find out what what gets me up every single day. Every single day I get up and I get through my day, one after another. So, but there's other things. So, anyways, um, uh, so I already sent her a picture of this. God, if I had a car, I would have surprised her. She's moving right now into a new place because she's having. It doesn't matter. But anyways, she's moving. I wanted to say I would love to send this to her as a housewarming gift, but unfortunately, excuse me. I am so sorry. Anyways, I uh, I wanted to send this to her. This is Emily Angel. She has a little halo over here in the corner as because she's an angel. But this is a picture, one of the pictures that I use as a reference of her in concert, and it just embodies her as a person. She's down to earth. She an inspiring musician, so talented. She plays harmonica and guitars and stuff like that. So, anyways, Emily, this goes out to you. If and when the day comes that I can mail this off to you, uh, I'll have it where you can just hang this up. But I just want to show my appreciation for because you inspired me so much. And after talking last night, and you let me use your song for my webinar and stuff, I'm actually going to use it for. I'd like to use it. For my stream. Play it once in a while, but 'cause you're an absolutely amazing woman, and you're so talented. So this is appreciation for you, and when I can, I'm going to mail this off to you. But I don't know when that's going to be. But for now, you can just kind of drool over it. This is by far one of the best portraits that I've ever done, and I am super impressed with it. It's well deserved. So, anyways. You can just kind of drool over it for the time being. So, anyways, what am I working on? I'm working on Medusa. I finished my Star Wars piece, Array, and so now I'm doing. Hold on, I gotta fix my cam here. God, this is so annoying. There we go. Uh, so anyways, I finished my Star Wars piece. This is Medusa. She's getting ready to probably shoot somebody in a cavern. So what I decided to do is all this right here is going to be green moss, and this is going to actually be a lit uh, torch. So you got green moss down here, and for her, I really want to color her, so it's going to be a combination where some things will be shaded, but her individually, she will probably be colored. And I think one of the things I've been struggling with whether or not to do is her scales. So because I mean, yeah, she's part snake and stuff, so she's gonna have a lot of scales. But if I do scales down here, I should probably do scales up there. But I actually am thinking of just leaving it plain. I'm back and forth on it. So working on that. I'm yeah. And the next one I'm gonna do after that, a little cutesy piece. Is unicorn slash Pegasus. Um, I did a little bit of studying again because last time I did clouds was a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago actually. So I had to refresh on this particular style that clouds are done. A lady named, there's two people. One is Snow Deer. She's another pyrography artist, and my personal idol for pyrography is Medusa Robinson, and the way she does her clouds is just it's breathtaking. It's partially a negative effect where you're doing the outline outside of the clouds versus the inside, so it should really like come out really good. I've been practicing a little bit, so that's going to be the next piece after that, and again it's going to be on paper. I'm doing a paper series mostly because wood prices are it's $65 for 4x8 sheet is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Usually it's like 20, 25 pieces, but I'll be working on. It's easier for me to do mini art, 4x6 little pieces. These are really cute. So when I'm not doing pictures and stuff, I'll be doing. This one is going to be Silver Surfer. I'm actually going to color this one because he's out in space and and it'd be hugely black. So I think what I'm going to do, I might do some stippling on this. I don't know yet. I'm too. I look at a piece for once in a while. If I'm not instantly inspired to do it or whatnot, um, I'll just stare at it for a while. So, anyways, um, so I have a bunch of these little mini. I call them mini arts because they're so small, but 4x6 pieces. So, whenever I get inspired to do something, even if it's just a quote, because oh god, I love doing quotes. Something that's motivational, inspiring. I try to go after anything that's positive in nature. I'm really drawn to positive people. Or just people with a positive personality. They're just magnetic. Like Laura Kraft, she's absolutely phenomenal. Emily, she another great person. And the community that I'm a part of, my pyrography community, they're the same way. I mean, these are all great people. There's one other guy, Engraver Gamer, who's been gone for a month, but he's back. So I'll be talking to him and introducing him, in the stream and stuff. But then all the wonderful ladies, that I meet in the pyrography community, because it's such a unique art form and talent, and there's not many of us. I mean, you'll find you drop a dime in a puddle, and you're gonna find digital artists, traditional artists, you know, fine artists, it's just all kinds of people that do that particular stuff. And there, but every person, every artist tends to find their own little niche, you know. So photography artists are just an absolute rare breed. And if you come across somebody that can actually turn wood and burn it artistically, you know, it is an absolute gift, is what, you know, what I call it. So, um, got to working on that. Really, there's not much going on. My health, diabetes and stuff. It's actually, I'd like to think that it's back on track because I'm sleeping anywhere from 9, 10 to midnight, you know, and waking up 12 hours, 10, 12 hours later. So I don't know what's up with that. But my blood sugar's down, my diabetes is doing good. Um, yeah, so that's that. That's what's been going on. So let's go ahead and crank this up. Let's get this piece going. Another thing, I really need to work on my layout. I think once I make affiliate, I'll be able to add a few more overlays and elements to my stream so that there isn't that big, huge uh, space on top. So, yeah. Got my coffee. Of course, I'm always smoking. It's my coping mechanism because, believe it or not, you may not be able to tell, but I get nervous, you know, on my stream. All right. So, got the little lightsaber. That one actually doesn't need to be as hot. Let me crank that down a little bit. Actually, I think it's. So this is just a narrow shader tip. Then you got a spoon shader. Okay. And my favorite. Oops. Hold on. Sorry about that. You got my favorite ball tip. So, okay. Actually, I gotta take this down even more. Some of these tips regulate heat a lot better than others. Okay. Like this one, like one tip, I'll have to, on a setting of one, scale of 1 to 10, or a setting of 1 to 10, however you want to call it. I'm usually on one tip it's a 7, but like on this one it's a 4. Go figure. I like this tip because you can use it for broad shading. So it's a little fatter and you can get a lot of shading done real like in a short amount of time. So I'm doing this wall and that's why I chose this particular tip. This is particular style that uh, dictates a lot of my shading is Latino or Latin. They do a feather effect on almost all their shading. Look up Lowrider Arte, A-R-T-E, and you'll be able to really see like the style that I do. It just for me it just really makes a piece really like look beautiful. Now, if you would combine that with negative space shading, which is opposite of regular shading, so to speak, um, you'll be able to like see some phenomenal pieces. Uh, Still learning, still practicing. I really like working with paper um, because it's affordable. It's so cheap. You get 60 sheets for like 5, 10 bucks, and then once it's framed and stuff, it looks absolutely beautiful. One thing you don't want to do though is frame it and then ship it because the glass will break. I learned that the hard way. I shipped a piece from Washington to California to one of my best friends, and yeah, that was a mistake. It was completely shattered by the time she got it. So I sent her uh, partial refund to replace the frame. So you can see it on this particular style of shading, I'm coming at it from both directions. Okay, because if you look at normally it's a light source, and you shade it accordingly, just like with traditional artistry. But I darken the sides of it and then go back through and just kind of lightly shade over it, the middle, and that creates somewhat of a gradient effect where it kind of goes in on itself. And when it's done, the particular mixture uh, looks like stone, or that will come out looking like stone. But like, oh, that's a good example. My Emily Angel piece. If you look right here, or her halo, let me bring this up for you. Okay, that's a good example of what the style is, where it's a feather effect going out everywhere but inside, goes outwards all the way around. And yeah, so that's that. Oh, let's get some music going. I have some lurkers. Oh, hello, lurkers. Let's see what we got. I think it's lo-fi right now. Yeah, this seems to be my favorite. I cannot hear it. Oh, it's because of the song. We try another song. There you go. So this is a Twitch sound stream or sound effects. Basically, it plays the music, um, but it doesn't actually record. Uh, the algorithm doesn't record into the video itself, so you don't get hit with copyrights on Twitch. And I like lo-fi. It's very chill. Has a beat, so you can jam along with it. Now, realistically, this should still be kind of dark because she's in the cavern, but because this is a wall, I'm lightening it up a little bit compared to how dark this was back here. I have to keep looking at the piece because just because of the moss kind of throws it off a little bit. Yeah, I should really have my camera in front of me, but just the way my setup is for now. It's like when I'm streaming, it's this way, but when I'm working, like while watching other people's streams and chat and stuff, like I just turn my chair. And if I get lucky enough to have a roommate to help with finances and stuff, I'll end up moving my entire stream into the bedroom. I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment, and I basically live in the living room because the couch is so comfortable. Go figure. Got a queen size bed I don't sleep in. Got a full size futon, it's in storage. Twin size bed in the spare bedroom. And I don't sleep on them. Go figure. I'm just going through lightly shading right now, because some of this I'll go back through and darken it up. But I'm trying to lay out exactly where all the moss is. What I should have done is color the moss first and then shade. That's alright. It'll get done. You may not be able to see it, but this is I'm burning fast just so I can kind of see where the moss is. Now it's because moss is typically a dark green. You got Medusa, who's a snake, who's also green. So I'm gonna have to use different shades of green when I color all this in. Thanks, Momentum. How you doing? Uh, oh, got Jamie Lynn. Let's get some shout outs going. Here, you got two of my fellow pyrography artist ladies in chat. You got Momentum Pyrography, and you got art by Jamie Lynn. Hugs! So if you ladies get a chance, go to the, after I get done streaming stuff, go to the beginning of it. I did a little spiel about musician that I've come to admire and stuff. Her name's Emily Angel. Uh, she did this really motivational, hold on, let me pause this for a second. She did a real motivational song called I Got This. And I got permission to use her song in my webinar, but I drew this piece for her. I love it. It's one of the best portraits that I've done in a while. I really like how Jean's turned out, and of course my signature hairstyle. And she got a little halo. That's her signature halo on the two L's because she's an angel. So when I get a chance, I'll mail it off to her. A little housewarming gift because she's moving. But also appreciation for letting me use her song. But yeah, I did a little promo at the beginning of my stream about it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, have fun with your pennies. Momentum collects pennies. Everybody has their hobbies. And of course, I'm sure Jamie Lynn is doing photography. Her husband did a dragon's eye piece last Sunday. Oh my God, it was absolutely, it is absolutely like phenomenal. His first time out, first time he's ever done photography, and he hit the grand slam. I was so jealous. But he's also a teacher, so I guess it's kind of expected. All right, so gotta make sure I don't miss where the stone is. pretty sure I got it all. It's like part of this is bricks, and part of this is like it looks like cement. Whoever the architecture was for this is just yeah, a little different. Your stream, yeah. You've been. I've noticed you've been kind of um, absent. Oh, that reminds me. If you guys get a chance, hop on over to a friend of mine's stream. Uh, yeah, her name's Paul. Believe it or not, because she makes it funny. It's Paul with a vagina, but Cletus is another person that I know who's absolutely like her personality's out of this park. When she's manic, there's two different sides to every mental disorders. There's a low, and there's a manic. Low is quiet, reserved. You don't talk, you don't chat, you don't do a lot of things. But another one is manic. But Cletus has distinctive bipolar disorder. So I think she's going through a hard time right now, and because she's been real, she's streaming a couple times a week, but this last week it might even be almost 2 weeks, but she's been real quiet, so she's probably going through a hard time right now. So if you get a chance, hop on over her stream, follow her. Um, Maybe get on her Discord or just let her know, you're thinking about her and, stuff. Maybe help cheer her up. So, yeah. Because sometimes that's really all you need to do for, if you haven't reached out to your friends, lately, um, reach out, pick up the phone, send a text, just say, hey, I was thinking about you. I just want to say hi and I love you and I miss you, whatever. It only takes a couple minutes, but you'd be surprised it can actually change a person's day from bad to good, or week, month. Because a lot of times when we're in a funk, those with depression or mental disorders, um, we get in a funk and we get real quiet. But sometimes just having a having someone reach out, you know, can really like change your outlook. So I went through and I lightly shaded areas that I know are stone or bricks and stuff. So I'm going to darken that up, and then I'll work on finishing out some light shading on her, and then after that it's just color. So it should turn out really good. Now, another thing about paper is, believe it or not, you have to burn hotter than you normally would. You would think because paper is flammable uh, that it would catch the heat a lot better, but for some reason it's the exact opposite. I think it's because like on this, because it's cold pressed. It's like if you ever you wad up a piece of paper, and then try to burn it. It burns super slow versus a piece of paper that hasn't been crumbled up. You light one end, poof, the whole thing goes. So I think it's because the paper's been compressed that it's actually harder to burn. So you need a higher heat get into it. Let's get some music. Sometimes just dead silence can get on your nerves. I think a lot of streamers do that. Just light music in the background, try and compensate for any dead silence. Try to add some texture to this stone. Oops. I think tomorrow's going to be a nerve-wracking day for me. All the final preparations. I've been practicing a little bit every day about my webinar. I'm so nervous about it, but I mean, it's just, I think this thing that I'm trying to get over is when you do it in person, you can see people, you can judge the reaction. 1903 Indian. Oh, wow. Indian head penny. Holy crap. Very cool. It's the little things that make us happy, you know? Yeah, I actually found that social interactions with eye contact in person was actually easier for me because, again, eye contact and you can judge people's reactions and you get instant results versus a webinar. You have to, your way, basically, you're doing a presentation and the only interaction you're going to have is with chat. So you're constantly, it's going back and forth. It's different. I mean, I every time I practice and stuff, I wouldn't say speech, but the presentation is a better word for it. I I change it up because this would be good here, or saying this here would be good because I'm trying to it. I mean, when you're in person, you can show the physical. Uh, you can show your enthusiasm. You can show how inspired you are and how motivational and stuff you are. I mean, yeah, there's a webcam, so you can see some of it, but the whole body language thing, could really make a difference because it's partially informational, but it's also primarily motivational. So it's just little things. I know I'm rambling. So what have you ladies been up to? Anything exciting? What do you got? You got plans for this weekend? Aww. I saw the baby dino. It's so cute. I did a baby dino series a while ago that instead of shading, I just colored them. I used different colors. Okay. I don't think this is moss. And a pie. Awesome. I haven't done food too often. I think I did a couple oranges, a pear, like part of a wine class series or a piece that I did for mini art. Yeah, that's something I really haven't gotten into. All right, wall's done. Now, did a kitchen sign that says life is infin, I can't say it. Infinitely better with pie. Yeah, and around the circle. Right on. Yeah, I saw that piece. I lurk a lot when like you guys have been streaming at night, and after I take my meds, I'm just kind of I've been out of it. But I do lurk quietly. I'm a stalker. But yes, I saw that piece. It was the you did the little pie symbol thing. I thought that was really cool. Been doing good. I have noticed that uh, you've been getting better. Hey, Birdsey, what's up? But I have noticed momentum that you've been getting better. Like just with everything you do in your burns, you're a lot cleaner. You know, Birdsey, how you been doing? I lurk on your streams too, Birdsey. By the way, sometimes uh, I'm a gamer, but first person shooters and stuff. Sometimes I don't get into them, but I do lurk. I'm bad at saying hi. I know. I know you guys know who Bardsey and stuff. Bardsey is Turned by Fire Desings Designs. And you have to look at her name to understand it, but it's her husband. Big, big furry mammoth guy. Oh, he's not mammoth. It's just big teddy bear. Okay, that's that. All right, work on. It's hard sometimes to get the texture of jewelry right. Trying to hold the texture of this leather strap good because it's so smooth. So you just, on paper, you do super slow burn by just pushing on the paper. It kind of burns at the same time. I think it's almost time to color. Yep. I can't see too many places that I'll probably find some more look at it. So I use Prismacolor pencils, mostly because of my wood and stuff, but it adheres to the wood a lot better, like because it digs into the grain. All right, so I got the fire. Oh, green moss, green moss, green moss. Try not to use teal. I love teal. I don't know why. It's one of my favorite colors. So we got greens, light green. I'm like using Young Ears present. My son wanted to come and watch. Oh, thank you. Tell him I said hi. There's Momentum's son likes to be a guest on her streams. Well, my son's the same way. Uh, he loves my art, and he'll sit there, like I'll be working, and he'll put his head on my shoulder and just watch, or he'll sit next to me and watch me do stuff. It's so cute, absolutely adorable. All right, so we got fire, we got moss. All right, I think I'm ready to do some colors here. So when you're sharpening Prismacolor pencils, it's good to use a normal handheld sharpener, okay? So that way you don't tear it up. And you can use an electric sharpener. I use that once in a while, just like if I'm in a hurry or something. I use an electric sharpener just to get in there. And also, when I first cut into a piece or a pencil, I'll use an electric sharpener. It's like you get it, it comes out, like this, really small. You know, you could use a pencil sharpener to really get it going, get it started, so you have a longer tip. So I'm going to do her like a light green. Moss is going to be a dark green. So let's get to town. Hey, Birdsy. Oh, your phone crashed, so you didn't hear all the things I said about you. Right on. Called you a big teddy bear. Furry teddy bear, but a teddy bear. I did a shout out for you. At Barnsey, you gonna talk to your wife and let her give you a shot at burning? So you can see what all the fuss is about. I think you should get one of her old pieces of wood. Sit there. stream it. That's what Jamie Lynn did with Mr. J. You're in the woods. Okay. We're asking Barnsey if you're going to talk to Chard and see if you could do some birds. Bad service in the woods. I think we lost him again. Okay. Now let's see here. Light green for skin. I don't know about that green. A little darker green. Okay. Actually, let's do the moss. He was good at it. Yeah, he was good. Nah, he was awesome at it. First time burn, I was drooling. No, he was good. He was good. It was very impressive. Go figure. Oh my God!
Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way! Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way! Oh, bitch! Get out.
I keep forgetting I changed the sounds on my alerts. Oh my God! Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whew, scared me. Oh, give me a second. You guys get a chance, go visit Laura. I can't say enough about this wonderful lady. She's an amazing artist, traditional digital art and stuff. She's really good at chibis. Yes, I will definitely take care of the folks here. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And welcome, welcome, welcome all the raiders. I love her emotes. So, really quick here, my name is Shirogi, aka Mr. Lee, but I just go by Shirogi. I'm a choreography artist who's about to make a transition into variety streaming. I have a webinar coming up on Sunday at 2 o'clock Central, where it's a motivational seminar to help people understand and cope with depression using creativity. And the goal is to show all the different ways that you can overcome, or not overcome, but you can cope with depression in a positive manner and not necessarily dwell on negativity. Let me straighten that out. It was really fun, but what I'll be doing is showcasing or going through a whole webinar series, probably on weekends, where I'll try something new and creative every week. Every week it'll be something different, and if it comes about that I actually enjoy it or I like it, that it's good for me, then I'll be including it in part of my stream. But in the meantime, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Central, or maybe later, might be 3 p.m. Central. I don't know. I've been playing around with the numbers to try and get my viewerships up. But anyways, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Central is when I typically do my stream. Yeah. Um, that's that. That's the spiel. Yes, I will, Laura. Actually, let me go ahead and get that taken care of now. I think I posted it. Laura, where you at, girl? There it is. Let's see. So tired. Well, get out of the woods, Barnesy. Let's try general chat. Trying to think of where I can stream share. I don't know where. I'm trying to think where I can put it. I'll give it. Guys, get a chance. Go to Laura. Thank you. I'll drink in a minute. One post art. Intros. Where's intros? Yeah, I noticed that. I got up to go to the bathroom last night, and she was still streaming. She is wow. Yeah, she was still streaming. She was doing that boat game or whatever it was. I'm like, damn girl, get to bed. I'm gonna put it in general chat, Laura, because venting. Okay. Yes, that's where it's at, Laura. It's in venting. Sharing. I think that's where I put it. Maybe general chat might be a place. If it's not. There you go. So, really quick here, if you guys get a chance, stop by this page right here. It's Paul. Her name's Paul with a vagina. I think she's probably going through a hard time right now, mentally. So if you guys get a chance, get on her Discord or send her a message. Let her know that people are thinking about her. They miss her. They want her to come back streaming. She has bipolar disorder. So when she's having a good day or whatever, she's phenomenal. She's hilarious, absolute hilarious. But I think she's probably going through a hard time right now. So you get a chance, please go say hi to her. Let her know that she's amazing and she's special. She's a great lady. Okay. But also, yes, my webinar is coming up Sunday, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Time. So that's 3 p.m. or yeah, 3 p.m. Eastern and noon Pacific. Yeah, it's like every 15 minutes or so, somebody would uh, raid or charge Wi-Fi. I thought it was just funnier and shit. Like, damn, get some sleep, girl. All right. I forgot where I was at. Okay. Well, moss is kind of, it's like pukey. So let's try this. Actually, I should probably do a test color. And I don't have any. No. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but sometimes it's good to have, a crazy stream where you're having an absolute blast. I mean, you're taking care of the kids, or I don't know. Barnes, did you stay up too? Or did you go to bed because you were taking care of the kids? Okay. Really quick, if you look, I just started coloring that. And see all those little white dots they're coming up right here? It's because it wasn't smoothed out. So a little trick you can do is with paper is get yourself a spoon. Okay? And smooth out areas that you want to color. You gotta kind of push really hard. Yeah, that works. Okay. Little trick. Oh, beating the spoon. Yeah. You got love your spoons. Guess it depends on the night. Last night I stayed on the whole time. Because she had 700 viewers playing See You Lose. Yeah, it was hilarious because people get to talking and stuff. And you gotta play moderator, man. But those are some of the best streams, though. Is people get to talking and laughing and just having a great time. I mean, that's when you know you have a really good community. Is you lose track of time and you just going on and on and on. Because you don't want to disappoint your streamers by saying, "Oh, it's late. I gotta get to bed." No, you're gonna stay on. And I missed the spot for shading. So, as you can see, because I did the spoon, there's less bubbles. Can't really see. There's less bubbles, and the color comes out a lot more vibrant. And so sometimes it's hard when you got kids to be a streamer, because you have to be mindful of them as kids. Actually, that's not colored. So you have to watch like the profanity and sexual innuendos and stuff like that. I might just leave this green. Kind of mossy. I don't know. Some moss is actually really cool. So Kevin, how are you? What have you been up to? You got plans this weekend? Anything fun? Paper's really eating up the color here. Yeah, I like that green. Gets a real puking moss color. I mean, it's in a cavern, so I gotta mute for a sec. I just chewed up my pencil. Okay, sorry about that. I had to use my pencil sharpener, my electric one. I broke my tip. Again, you can use an electric sharpener, okay? But you have to be really careful because it's so fast, it'll chew up your pencil super quick. So I usually just get it going and then finish it off with a handheld sharpener. Okay. Got a spot over here I gotta fix up. Rule of thumb for safety, if you're not using your burner, turn it off. That's all you, because I can't tell you how many times I've knocked my burner over and it's actually scorched the carpet. Wasn't pretty. Alright. So, now she has a blouse on, but it's supposed to be somewhat of a sheer, like you can kind of see through it, but I'm not gonna uh, try to think. Okay, I know how I'm gonna work her out. Okay. I'll do a light green for that. So you can see that it's like sheer, so to speak. And because I'm just lightly going over it, you're gonna see some of the texture for it. But it kind of adds to it, so to speak. At least I like to think so. Okay. And now the fun part. Now the snakes, I'm coloring in teal and a dark green. And the combination of the two kind of gives it a different color effect. It's like a darker teal, so to speak. It's almost the same as a regular teal. So I'm gonna fix that. I gotta find. Actually, I think let's try this. Yeah, actually that works. It gives snakes a little bit more persistent green color. Okay, so I'll be doing that. Yes, Ma. I can color in the lines. Not. On Emily's stream. That's like an inside joke. It's like, hey, Ma! You have to see her stream to understand. Freaking hilarious. Try not to get to her face. added some detail to the snakes, like their tongues sticking out and stuff. But now that it's colored, you can't really see it unless you actually look at it. Oh, hindsight. When you're designing a piece or you're using a reference, you decide to add your little touch to it. Be mindful of how you color it or shade it, because if you want the detail to stand out, you have to make it stand out. So some of these snakes that I did with their tongues out, you can't see them anymore. So either I should have made the snake or the tongues more noticeable, or just not include them at all. Go figure. All right, so back to this. Yeah, the two color combinations for the green really makes these snakes turn out really good. I like it. And it's a spring green and teal, because it gives it a vibrant green color. See that? Really, I like it. Now, rule of thumb also, when you're working with color palettes or different colors and stuff, test them out. Put them, color them on a different piece of paper or whatever medium that you're working on, something scrap, and get the colors set before you start coloring, and don't make the mistake like I did and start doing it without actually testing the colors. Yeah, that was a rookie mistake. There. See? It turned out really good. I like it. But now I think about yeah. Alright, so I got dark green for that. I gotta think of how I'm gonna do her actual skin tone. A little something different. So an hour and a half. Talking with people on your stream makes time just fly by. Oh my god, I tell you what. So it take a little short break here. Yeah. Fix my camera. I don't think anybody wants to see my kitchen. There we go. So, anybody chatty? Anybody want to say something? I've been listening to my oops. I just preached about that. Yeah. So, I forgot what I was going to say. I thought about doing her like a bluish color. That would be different. But she's not. She's a light green. She really is. So I'm going to do her underbelly dark green. I'm going to do her light green. But the only light green I have is I really don't have. Oh, there we go. It's like a. Yeah, that might work. Play around with some colors here. So, okay, it's like a light one. Oh, that works. Here we go. So, when you mix these two colors together, get like a really light green color. Perfect. And then this is for her underbelly, under scales. Yeah, I think that combination would turn out just nice. Yeah. If you could see, I should have cut his legs off. I mean, it's a statue. Where is he standing in the middle of the wall? But actually, if you look at it, it's a low wall, and he's standing right here on this flat area or stairs, like she is. Oh, I got hiccups. Okay. Well, let's get to work. I'll try something here real quick. Actually, that comes out just nice. Now, another thing you can do with watercolor paper is actually, you don't have to use color pencils. It's the what color choice that I use personally. Okay. But you can use acrylic, you can use watercolor, you can use anything you want really. Just my personal choice was color pencils. So when I eventually I'll be experimenting with different ways to color. So when I can afford it, I'll pick up acrylic pens or paint, watercolor. I don't know about oil or pastels or graphite or anything more artsy like that. I think a lot of it is it's not so much as I don't like to use it, I don't know how to use them. So I guess when it comes time to do it, I'll find somebody that could show me. Give me a little artsy class. Which I think it would be a good collab idea. Is stream with somebody that knows more about that type of art than I do. I know quite a few artists. What it should have done. And you could see the lines through the scales and stuff, but because it's a dark green, it's actually covering them up. So I'm going to have to go back through and fix that. So if you're coloring on watercolor paper with pencils and you see white, that means that the texture of the paper is still there. Now you can use a spoon to flatten it down, or you can just use the colored pencil itself to flatten it down. Either way, the flatter the surface, the easier it is to work with. Just to keep in mind though, if you use a pencil to flatten it like I'm doing right now, it's going to chew up your pencil color a lot faster. And if you ever do run out of Prismacolor pencils, rather than buy a whole new pack, just take your butt down to like Michael's or Joann's Fabrics and go to the art section. Usually they'll carry individual pencils. You know, it's expensive. They're like $2 a pencil. But if you're in a bind and you need just one specific color, then yeah, it's worth it. But at least you'll have it for next time, so to speak. grain really covered it all up. So all I need to do for that is just go over with a flatter tip, like probably a calligraphy tip. Okay, and that'll fatten these lines a little bit, make them more noticeable. That's the problem with even dark shading, is you have to be mindful of the outlines. You don't want to cover them up if you don't have to. Now what I should have done is do like an inner border, so to speak, of the lines like this. Like that, and then go lightly around it. But then again, you're like with a different color, so you can see like the individual scales. But if you do that, you lose the aesthetic appeal for it, and that bugs me. So. Okay. Now. Okay, I believe this was the color. Yeah, this was her skin color. Before I finish that though. quick break here to give my hand a rest. And normally, once you have the base color down, you would go back through and do color shading, which is using a darker color on top of a lighter color. Okay. And you want it to be like a kind of a warm color. Trying to think. Not that one. This one. That should work. You can't see it. It's gotta be darker. Try this. There we go. You can't really see it, but it's there. It'll show up later. Not the right green. Damn it. Oh, actually, I don't know. That's actually kind of cool. Yeah, that is kind of cool. I like that. That's more realistic. I like that. Really gives her a very authentic Medusa green look. Kind of like the Hulk. That's the color I was going for. The Hulk. Missed the snake. Getting out of my way. trying to think what color to make her eyes. Because her power is she hypnotizes people. Or not hypnotized, she turns into stone. So, like, how would you use that as a color choice? Blue? You can't do green. There's enough green on it. Yeah, I think I'll do blue. Just because I can. That's the Hulk green. Hey, Trippin'! How you doing? Yeah, actually, I am having a good day. How'd your cooking turn out? You got leftovers? And thank you for the compliment. Pastry needs a rematch. Uh-oh. What happened with the pastry? What did you guys do? Oh, puppies! How the puppies doing? You guys, she has a Malamute mix and a German Shepherd mix. Her dogs are just, oh my god, they're so cute, so adorable. Every time I'm on their stream, I do a puppy treat kind of deal, where they stop their stream just to, you know, give some love to the puppies. They're so cute. I'm a huge dog lover. Makes me miss my Sable. She would have loved it here. She would have absolutely loved it. Didn't puff up. Oh no. Did you guys follow the recipe? No, I'm sure you did. her husband, Havoc Puppy. He has his chef's jacket and a little beanie flat hat that he wears on their cooking streams. Oh my god. Let me do a quick shout out real quick. See, speak of the devil. Oh, I didn't do it right. No. Oh god, because I can't spell. I did that right. Oh, what the hell? And just do a shout out for yourself, Havoc. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, choose and a hard pastry to make. Okay, well, you do a rematch. Ah, thank you. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so Havoc Puppy Gaming, he's a 3D illustrator, variety streamer, gamer, and cooking. Really, really great guy. Really down to earth. Probably one of the most humble people out there. And his wife, Intrepid Canvas, she's a total sweetheart. Total sweetheart. She's his assistant. They both do. Both have been known to do cosplay and everything. So, if you get a chance, go visit. Have a good time. Tell them I sent you. And don't forget to give puppies, some love. Because, oh the gosh, their puppies are so cute. I can't say enough about them. So what have you guys been up to? Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if there's another piece that I did. For my webinar, I've been looking for an intro, so to speak, for working on more emotes. Yay! Did you guys get the other ones approved yet? Or are you still working on enabling more emotes, so to speak? Ooh, wow. Puppies! I see the puppies! Right on. What is the second one? What is the second one? I know the potato, okay, it's the hype puppy. And you got hydrate, happy pup. You got, the puppies, puppy hug. Can't really see. Oh, the puppy hug. Oh my god, it's both of them hugging. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my god, I love that. That is so cool. That is so cool. That just, yeah, that just became my my favorite one, the puppy hugs. Right on. All right, so I was saying, I was looking for something to introduce my webinar. I had Cherokee legend about the two wolves, how there's two distinct styles. And then, for a while, that's what I was going to use. Then I was stalking, so to speak. I was on YouTube looking at a friend of mine. Her name's Emily Angel. She's a musician of New York. She's so talented, and she's so down to earth. She's an absolute doll, so to speak. But she's an amazing person. You should really check her out. Let me do a quick shout out for her. you get a chance, go check her out. Tell her I sent you. There we go. Go check her out. Tell her I sent you. She does besides her, she does original music, plays the guitar and the harmonica, but she does a lot of covers. But this weekend, she is a Spartan racer. I don't know if that's like the super endurance, obstacle course kind of racing. So she's on her way down to go do an event this weekend. But anyway, so I reached out and I got permission to use one of her songs. It's called "I Got This" for my webinar. I'll do a YouTube video of that in just a minute. But I did a piece for her, and when I can, I'm going to mail this off to her. But this is the piece I did for her. She has a little halo over here, and this is by far one of the best portraits I've ever done. I was really impressed with this. I got the shadows for her arm here. Her jeans, the texture for the jeans and stuff came out so nice. Camouflage belt strap for a guitar. But anyways, you go check her out. I'll show you. Let me do a quick. Let me show you the video real quick that I fell in love with. It is so motivational. It is so.
You lose some, you win some, but you can't.
It is so motivational, so powerful. Because if you're ever you need something uplifting or something just to really get you going, this is the song for you. I kid you not. You guys are good. I hope you really, really love it or enjoy it. So let me play that for you real quick. Okay? And I should probably kill my other music. Alright. So this is Emily Angel. This is her song, I Got This. This is about overcoming obstacles and getting out of a funk and really it's empowering. You just gotta watch it to see it.
You lose some, you win some, but you can't give in. You gotta get up, you gotta get out, work harder, work faster, work stronger. You got this. Who's great? No. Who's great?
I am.
Who's great?
I am.
You got this. Let's go.
You're on the floor and you can't move, and all you're hearing is you can't do this, but you want more, you can't lose. So hear my voice now, hear what I'm saying. Get up, fight that battle. Get up, win that war. Get up, win that battle. Don't forget who you're fighting for. Get up, fight that battle. Get up, don't look down. Get up, win that battle. Scream it. I got this. You know you won't. You know you won't. Scream it. That you got this. Keep you.
So, there we go. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, it's empowering. It's just amazing. I love this song. So she gave me permission to use it, and I did that art piece as a token of appreciation for her. So it's uplifting. So yeah, I completely agree. It's going to be just perfect for my stream. So appropriate. It is just amazing. So as you can see, I did a bunch of coloring while I was listening to that song. I must have seen it probably 20 times within the last 12 hours. But there's little snippets throughout the webinar that I set up. Motivational stuff, empowering, inspirational, just all kinds of things to emphasize the fact that no matter what you go through in life, you can find ways to improve your life, your quality of life, by being creative. Um, I'm super excited. So again, my webinar is Sunday 2 o'clock Central. You get a chance, uh, come by, say hi, stay for the presentation. Because I'm doing it in PowerPoint, but there's some little things that I've added to it, and I hope that when it's all said and done, um, you'll feel better about outlook on life, and you'll be able to find different creative stuff. Comic style, yeah, it is. Um, and she's kind of cartoonish. I don't get into gore, horror, or morbid stuff like that, um, because to me, for my depression and stuff, it gives negative feelings. So I use my artistic endeavor to do pieces that are not gross, so to speak. Yeah, and it doesn't leave me with a sick feeling in my stomach. All right, so we got that green is done. Ooh, I gotta go over here. Yeah, Medusa. For those of you who don't know the story of Medusa, she Athena was the goddess of love and beauty, and she um, Greek mythology, so to speak. But Medusa, I forget what her Greek name was, but she compared herself to Athena, saying that she's beautiful too. She's more beautiful than Athena, and Athena got pissed. She's like, you ain't beautiful, girl. Let me show you, and poof, turned her to a half woman, half snake, and this is the result. She got instead of hair, she has snakes coming out of her head, and she's part snake. And Athena taught her a lesson. So, and her ability is, you look at her in her eyes, she'll turn you to stone. That's why, like, you got this Greek statue over here where he looked at her and she turned him to stone. So, like in the garden or the area that she has, or her lair, so to speak, you would find statues of different stuff all over the place. If you looked at Medusa, you got turned to stone, whether you're a human, an animal, or whatever. So, yeah, that's the story behind Medusa. Uh, so yeah, this piece is kind of cartoonish, but you still get the gist of it. Where she attacks with the bow and arrow and turns her to stone if you're not careful. God, I forgot what green I'm using. Yeah, that's it. So, okay, use that green. Or is it this green? No, that's not it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Or is it? Yeah, okay. Oh, get the music going again. So what are you guys having for lunch? Leftovers? Savory pastry. The pastries that didn't poof up. Intrepid said that they didn't turn out so good. Alright, guess what? I think she's done. Or take the hop. Yeah, I saw when you guys made that. I got so hungry. Actually, I gotta fix one little spot. It rice properly, but the laminated dough works every time for us. Right on. I got um, I go through phases when I eat. Um, oh, there we go. I go through phases when I eat. I should probably turn this. Uh, when I eat, like I'll eat one thing for a couple days and then go into something else. Like I'm on a waffle kick right now. Like it's all I've had for a couple days. Uh, but the hot pockets, I went through that phase. Pepperoni and then ham and cheese hot pockets. Uh, got my favorite Marvel shirt on. They got. I can't find it. Well, actually, I think I know where it's at. But I had a tunic, or not a tunic, a shirt, like a pirate shirt. Cook 3 to 4 times a week. Yeah, yeah. It's always good to to cook like that. Um, I know how to cook, uh, but I'm a microwave kind of guy. Chew is pretty crazy to make. I'm like within 5 minutes of stovetop cooking of the dough from either perfection or overcooking the dough at this point. Huh. I've never made chew, so I have to take your word for it. I forgot what I was talking about. More of a baker than a cook. Yeah, baker. Uh, wait. If you're the baker, does that mean that when you cook, you burn stuff? Hot pocket dough is super easy to make though. Like 10 minutes to make. Right on. They should come out with a seafood hot pocket, like with imitation crab and shrimp, with like a lobster sauce. Oh my god, I would devour that. It's like bacon or cooking. Awesome. Yeah, my son's mother, my ex-wife, she owns a bakery, and we joke about it that she gave me diabetes because she would have leftover cake or pastries, not donuts, but like pies and just all kinds of stuff, cupcakes, you name it. She'd bring it home, because she liked to, never trust the skinny bakers. That's just an inside joke. But anyway, so she would bring leftovers, and I would devour it like in a day. And but it's her way of her love language, so to speak. But we joke and say that she gave me diabetes because, oh my God, her baking was so good. So if you like baking, knock yourself out. You could do like all kinds of stuff, cupcake pyramid, and play around with different kind of frostings. Make homemade frosting. Because the stuff you get from the frosting you get from the store is just very rich. You know what I mean? My sinuses. This weather is just playing havoc with my sinuses. Biscotti. Oh, there you go. I like baklava with coffee. All these butter colors. Yeah, there goes your cholesterol. You should make baklava. You should make that in your next stream. Oh my god, that is so good. And get a nice, speaking of coffee, I need some coffee, so give me just 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got a nice little coffee. Um, yeah, baklava has a very nice taste to it. I mean, I love it. Last time I had it though was with my ex-wife. Go figure. So what are you? You going to continue with what you're doing for your cooking streams? You're going to keep all along with pastries and hot pockets and stuff, or are you going to make some baklava? Yeah. Biggest difference of what I use for apple turnovers and hot pockets and baklava is one dough is truly laminated. I use to make quick puff pastry dough. Okay, well that's cool. I think. So you use the same type of dough for all your cooking? Is that a health choice? See my little coffee can right here. Beneath of use choice. Okay, well that's cool. Laminating takes forever. Apparently, you guys talk about it in your streams. Freaking sinuses. Oh. So what? So you're gonna do cooking. You got your 3D. You got gaming. What else you guys gonna do for your stream? I know we talked about cosplay eventually. Okay. Cooking 2-player games. So you and Intrepid are gonna be playing together. Right on. That's some bonding right there. I love when couples play, play together because I mean, if you share a common hobby or interest, it can really do a lot for a relationship. But it's also nice to have like your own individual type things. I don't know if you guys when you go to have puppies, lakes and stuff, or Intrepid 2D, yeah, 3D games kind of they get to you after a while. But yeah, get to their Instagrams and stuff. You'll see that Intrepid did some amazing cosplay. I was really impressed with some of her artistic choices and stuff. Cut out 3D modeling, allow for couple streaming. Right on. Like I said, that's very cool. You don't see that on streaming too often. Couples playing together or stuff. Because I mean, it can get some pretty heat. Like you get a competitive game or something. You can tell who. Like you get a driving game. You can tell who's the better driver. So it adds a lot of potential, a lot of inside jokes and humor. You can really see the personalities that couples have together and what makes them a cohesive unit. But I don't know, the man drag idea that you were throwing around. Havoc was talking about dressing in drag. I think it was just like the neck up or something. So yeah, that would be. I still like that. He gets sick, so he wins. Yeah, well, he should let you win sometimes. You know that. Actually, now that I think about it, how. You know what? I've never taken this apart before. Ah, so that's how it goes. Okay. Well, tidbit for you, some prepping. You can use some pencil shavings to help start a fire. So, a little tip for you, like if you're going camping and whatnot, keep pencil shavings or laundry lint. You can use that to start the fire. I don't know if you guys knew that. Yeah. I used to be I spent 2 years being a prepper, like learning absolutely anything and everything you could possibly think of for prepping. Water conservation, food, make growing food, types of layouts you could use to maximize. Yeah, definitely. Wax is another good fire starter, or it prolongs the fire starter. So like you get cotton balls or lint, whatever, and put some wax on it, it'll burn longer. That's really cool too. So yeah, I tend to do that. I'll get singular focus on something, and that's all I'll do for days, months, weeks, months, a couple years. So different ways to build a tent or build some type of shelter if you're stuck in the woods, even if you don't have no tools whatsoever. Yeah, bow and stick for to cause friction. We use a bow and stick. For those of you who don't know, it's like a let me turn my camera. It's like a shimmer effect, but what you're doing is actually called friction burn. And so if you do it fast enough and steady enough, you can actually like start a fire that way. Or you can just have a lighter. um, yeah, there's you can do a zip tie around the head of a lighter like this, and wrap it around that part right there. So that way you don't release the gas, and you can just turn it and to light it, and then turn it back to lock it so you don't lose gas. Well, but lighters, use a lighter. Of course, a lighter is always good for starting fires. What's your favorite Intrepid? Do you like camping? And do you bring the puppies? Oh, puppies, so cute. When I get back on my feet with a vehicle and stuff, uh, I think I'm going to get a dog. I'm in a position, well, if I can afford a car, then I can afford to to keep a puppy and I have to worry about food and stuff. Because there's a dog park like 20 feet right outside my patio door. Well, not a dog park, just like fence and stuff for dogs. Yeah, I miss having a companion. Uh, yeah, well, with you guys' shoulders and physical impairments and stuff, I can understand that. Uh, when I was a nomad, my mattress got too thin and it started kind of giving me back problems. But it's kind of, you know, I became being a prepper, so to speak, and my love for camping. I when I became a nomad, it really made life, pretty easy. That's weird. Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but the chat overlay on that you're seeing on the screen, okay? Uh, Cosplay photography, remote locations, going up to Devil's Lake at some point. Right on. I could totally see you guys do that. Yeah. Tiny home, COVID caused a lot of people to start rethinking and becoming minimalist lifestyle because they can't afford a lot of things, so they've had to downsize. But tiny home living, I'm a firm believer that you know you can have a more enriching life if you cut out all the substantial luxury items, uh, like eating out all the time and new outfit or clothes like every other week or whatever. Yeah, it best way to explain it. Uh, Live in one room. Live in one room in your apartment, house, or whatever for a week. You know, and you'll have a good idea what tiny home living is like. Yeah, and if you want to know what being a nomad is like, look up the movie Nomadland. It just won Best Picture, which is unbelievable. Um, and Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Picture. Photo of Devil Lake. Okay, well, let's pull that up real quick. Let's share that. I'm trying new stuff. Uh, Here we go. Show this real quick. That's Devil's Lake. Can you see how clean, crisp, clear, and amazing that is? That is gorgeous. I don't know about that one tree. That one tree right here. Right here. Yeah, that is awesome. Change this back. Decided to do tiny home living, we would have to be much more careful about what cosplays we take on for sure. Yeah, Well, I don't know. It's in the center of the picture and it looks like a cliff right by it. Um, yeah, I could see that one cosplay because you're not going to have as much room, for storage and stuff and materials. You would basically have to get materials and stuff and reuse them like with every single cosplay. Yeah. 3D printers would be interesting. Oh, you mean for like printing a house? Or printing useful stuff to use in the house to store in a tiny home? Yeah, given the size and stuff, you would have to have it like a makeshift shelf or someplace like a table that's all purpose. But I mean, you can build the 3D printer like into the staircase going up, so you just go right over, pull it out, use it, push it back in, and it would already be connected to electricity and stuff, and you just have to like unplug it in the back and keep it to where the cord doesn't fall away. That'd probably be your best bet if you have like a loft. Fumes. Oh, fumes from 3D printing. Fan and some windows, maybe. I don't know, I'm very simplistic. You outdoor space, yeah. Hmm. That's what you could do. Have the pull-out drawer in a pull-out drawer outside, to use and stuff, but you would have to have it where it's sealed. Yeah, ventilated cabinet. You can have the exhaust blowing outside or something. Just, yeah, actually have it under the stairs with the vent blowing outside. Have like a computer fan or something that would help push it out. So instead of blowing into a computer, you would just turn the fan around and it would blow the stuff outside. That'd be pretty cool. Hmm. Zoned out for a second. All right. Well, what else? And not only that, the cost for a tiny home is a fraction of what it costs for a normal one, and there's so many we've seen stuff about a she shed or anything like that. You can actually turn a shed for like 4 or 5 or $2,000-3,000 shed, 2-story shed, into a tiny home. That's what I've always thought about doing, just buying land, got a shed, and put it out there and live off grid. So you'd have solar power for electricity, you'd grow your own food. I know what you do, you probably have to go hunting for meat. Yeah. Shipping container, the problem you gotta work with that is the rust. You would have to rust proof like the entire thing. But you could definitely do different designs for shipping container. Like I've seen 2 on this side, 2 on this side, and a connector in between, or like you can use logs with or whatever. But it's definitely sustainable and easy to insulate, or to keep the temperature regulated. and they're cheap too. You can buy a 40-foot container for a couple $1,000s. You get them used, but if you get them, excuse me, you get them used, you really have to take care of all. Yeah, I'm gonna hydrate here, but you would have to really grind all that rust off. A lot of prep work for that, and also if you manage it right, you can actually have a storage container underground, but you have to be mindful. Yeah, I know. Well, that's why it's there, is because being diabetic, I have to constantly drink fluids. Go figure. But you can put a container underground, but you have to be careful of the weight that you put on top of it. You almost have a frame above it to hold all the dirt and stuff. But it's totally doable. I've seen some people that um, you have the container underground, but then on top of it they have reinforced rebar and concrete, to cover it, and then camouflage it with dirt and got all the little pipes and ventilation and stuff. It was when Doomsday Preppers came out, the TV show. People that do modular homes or storage containers and bunkers and all kinds of stuff, they really took off in business. And then when COVID hit, it was almost, because it is quote unquote a pandemic, a lot of preppers really went to town, and the market just blew up because they're thinking it's going to be the end of the world. Yeah, and shipping containers can definitely stack up, and if you know welding, then just go to town because you can weld, stairs and stuff, and you can really make it unique. Yeah, they're definitely weatherproof. They can handle, I think, 100-mile winds easily. Yeah, just don't tip them over. How artsy you would get your welding? Well, I think the artsy part would come after you prep it, because you got to do your doorways, you got to do your windows, and you got to cut whatever holes and stuff you need. To prep it first, then you can get artsy. Um, I think a 4 container layout, 2 on the bottom, 2 on top, would probably be really good. If I had to do one, I would do actually probably 5 funky stairs. Yeah, if you know welding, you can have some fun. Or maybe 5 where you got 2 on the bottom, 2 on top, and then 1 on the very top. You can, well, I don't know about standing it straight up, but you can have it, and that could be like your little scout, so to speak. I heard back from Emily. She liked my art piece. That is amazing. Well, it's not, you can do stairs on the outside, you can do stairs on the inside, go up to whatever room and stuff you would have. I mean, because think about it, I would do a loft for a bedroom, like in a back section. Stairs going up to it, like to the second container, and then have your closet upstairs, but have your bathroom, your living room, and all that like on the bottom floor, so to speak. And I would have portholes, and a skylight, so you could have natural light coming in, and a layer with solar panels all over it. Directional solar panels though, because that way you could follow the sunlight whatever direction it is. Because you can even motorize it, and it'll tilt according to how the sun is. That would be cost effective. I'm just kind of chatting a little bit. I don't know. Might start this piece. We'll see in a minute. I can contain it home, and I was like, "You mean I'll be making?" That's funny. My brother I talked to the other day. He's like that with fishing and hunting. He's a big fisherman and hunter, and I don't know. I know about it, like how to hunt, how to fish and stuff, but uh, never really done it. So that's funny. He doesn't know how to weld or anything. I've seen some awesome welding. I mean, I've seen women that put guys to shame when it comes to welding. Like their little divot spots and stuff are so clean. Oh my god. And how they layer and stuff. 'Cause I looked into it when I needed to do custom fabrication and welds for an antenna on the trailer I was living in. So I did a triangle piece like this, where this was the front of the trailer hitch, and it was reinforced on either side and a bar, and then I had a pole in the middle. Yeah, that's what it's called, beading. Um, so and then it had a pole or a holder for my 20-foot extender pole that went up, and that's how I got my Wi-Fi signal or my cell phone signal from the closest tower. And then I would just leave the base connected to the hitch or the front part of the trailer, and then just take the pole out and stuff it inside whenever I was traveling. Yeah, I guess they were saying part of the females they weld is because they're so, not to be, I don't know the word, but because they're so delicate, their hands, just how they are, they could really, like do the welds like so immaculate. It was really cool. Yeah, definitely. My brother does welding. I know a little bit about it, and I've seen it. And like I was saying earlier, I go through phases of singular focus where something will interest me, and I'll research and study every single thing about it. So that way, I think a lot of it was to be able to carry on the conversation. Yeah, even if it's just a little bit of knowledge, it for me it would show interest on, when you're talking with people. But Anyways, so I hit the 3 hour mark of my stream, and I think we are going to raid another artist slash crafter, quarter inch thickness. Oh, okay. So he deliberately did it small, so you would have to redo them for training. Okay, that's effective. So, are you guys in the mood for crafting? Yeah, you definitely have to have full welds. What do you mean? For those of you who don't know, full welds is the size and the diameter of it, and how they, I believe, how they overlap, right? Because if you do one bit and then one here, there's it loses cohesiveness in between. So you have to have good welds like stacking right on top of each other, so to speak. I'm sorry, what? No way. I really get 50 followers. No way. Nah, I'll have to wait for after the stream to see how it goes. Oh, right on. That's awesome. Yay! I hit 50 followers. I've been trying hard to get affiliate status. That is awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I think between you guys and the raid from Laura Craft, I think that and socializing yourself, I've been doing that quite a bit, getting to know people. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now just get my average viewers up. Maybe I'll make affiliate by Sunday or after Sunday. Yay! That's awesome. Thank you. I just made my day. That is awesome. Well, Dropbox notification. That's awesome. Yeah. That's I think I'm just gonna just sit here. Rising tide raises us all, yes. Yeah, my goal is it's just not updating, so I don't know what's up with that. I'll if it does in fact say, I'm at 50 followers, then my whole outlook or my whole layout for overlays and stuff, I'll change that to reflect it. Yeah, it's all good. It'll happen. Uh, so, yeah, definitely. Actually, you could do on shipping containers, you could have 3 layers, or you could stack it 3 high, like actually have 2 in the ground, and you don't have to worry about what you put on top because you're having another container on top. So you could actually have like a root cellar, okay, and then your main level, and then your secondary level. And as far as like living and stuff, there's a lot of things you can do. But if you're thinking, there's a whole different mindset for quote unquote Walking Dead or end of the world type scenario. Because I was saying earlier, a lot of people thought the pandemic was the end of the world, and they were preparing. That's why like all the toilet paper and hand sanitizer and food and stuff started disappearing. Excuse me. Excuse me, I am so sorry. Came out so fast that I can't see it. Yummy. Um, but yeah, so you'd have three layers. Your bottom one would be your root cellar, and then you would have your main level, and then you would have your top level. So you can have three, um, but you could also have six. And think about that. That potentially is a three-bedroom container home, so to speak. Plumbing, water conservation. Those would probably be your hardest. And electricity is easy. You just put up some solar panels and wire it down. If they made a container house, we would place a container away from the rest of the house with another container as a hallway living space to make a streaming container. Wait, Katie, when I'm streaming. Well, yeah, I could see that. You would have to almost soundproof it too, because even with insulation inside a container, echo. You're gonna have the echo reverberating throughout the entire container. So if you're in a room, even with the closed door, it's still gonna vibrate. So you would probably have to soundproof it. But that would be really cool. Yep. The power usage for the home versus heavy use for computers and stuff are just like different sides of a coin. You wouldn't need that much to run the house, but to run a computer setup for streaming, oh, you would need quite a bit if you went the solar route. Or because a lot of municipalities, cities, towns, and stuff, they're kind of restrictive when it comes to tiny homes and container living. So, some places will let it. I would have mine close enough to be on grid with the option of being off grid and use the solar power or the extra energy and sell it back to the city. That's what I would do. Have some passive income from that, or if anything, a very, very low bill. And heat and stuff, yeah, a little tiny stove, because it's a container home. It'll contain the heat a lot better. Just a little itty bitty tiny stove would probably be more than enough. I got bots. I just noticed I got bots in my stream. Go figure. Okay, just allowed time. Nice. I bet you anything. COVID probably had a lot to do with that. You know, if you really think about it, people can't afford apartments. They can't afford, their houses, their high mortgage rates and stuff. So they downsized. That's very smart of the city to do that. I don't feel bad for greedy landlords or landlords that don't take the pandemic into consideration. Because rather than working with people, they expect them to still be able to pay. It's bullshit. So that's why you see a mass exodus, people leaving the apartments. Like in LA, the first time the rent forgiveness expired, and you see actually this happened in New York, one of the two. Anyways, you see a mass exodus of people just moving out because their uh, rent they had have not been paying for months on end became due, and landlords like just it's ridiculous how they handled it. It's just it's stupid. You know what I mean? Oh, Chart and no, who was it? Buy houses really hard now because the companies have been buying up houses to turn to rentals. Yep, most definitely. All the ones that went into the foreclosures and everything else that people just they couldn't handle anymore. People come in and buy them for pennies on the dollar, fix them up with pennies on the dollar, and just turn around and flip them for rental properties and create a passive income every single month. And just hire a property management company to handle it, and all they do is sit back and collect the checks. They started doing that actually a couple of years ago. I know some people, all the real estate investors, that's what they would do. But now, because of COVID and stuff, they're just, it's absolutely crazy. Yep. Yeah. The monthly stimulus checks. A lot Congress is talking about. That's the only thing in politics that I'm keeping track of because I'm running out of money for my stimulus check. My disability check covers all my bills, but I have no money after that at the beginning of every month. So every little bit of money that I spend comes from my stimulus. Uh, but yeah, their families are going to be able to have monthly checks. They're talking at least until December, and then the tax break for next year for having kids. But they're talking about until for a period of 4 years, families having a monthly check. They're not saying anything about low-income families or low-income people like me, where I'm on disability. I mean, I'm probably one of the types of people that could really use a monthly check just to improve my quality of life. Offers for 50K over or appraised value, no questions asked, no inspection, which is crazy. Yeah, and it definitely is. Some people, though, like we were talking about tiny homes, um, they've sold their house and then downsized. Some of them became nomads. They bought a nice cargo van or something, converted it, and that's what they live in for a couple hundred. Well, if you take out costs for food and gas, those are top two major expenses. You get for a couple $100 a month, you can live in a vehicle or a van, a trailer, RV, or anything like that, and just you know park it. So rather than spending $2,500 for a mortgage, you're actually only spending $400 or $500. You just park a vehicle somewhere and live out of that. So yeah, you could sell and go into a tiny home, but you would have to pre-plan that. You would have to already have the land and the home and have all that planned out. So that if you were to sell, off you go. Of course, the bank's got to get their money first. $500 square feet. So you would have two different locations? No. How? 800. I'm sitting in a two-bedroom apartment for just under 900 square feet, and I'm barely using. Not if you were to squish it all together, I'm living in probably 200 square feet, and I'm perfectly fine. I still have plenty of space. So sell that place, move on down the way. Yeah. I honestly, I would. Oh, well, thank you. I will drink more coffee. Yeah, it's like an off-site workshop. I know. I love my coffee. I should probably change this to just chatting. Maybe I should. Um, Workshop in a small house. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Okay, you guys go into lurk mode. Um, I think I'll start my next piece and just kind of relax for a minute. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Hugs, hugs. Hug the puppies for me. You gotta hug those puppies. They're so cute. It's weird how this camera is. Kind of, ooh, loopy. Alright, so we gotta drop the heat just a little bit. So, I've prepped this piece, okay, already. I've already laid down the initial lines and stuff for it. Um, and the technique that, the technique that became my favorite from watching Medusa Robinson, Snow Deer, and some other pyrography artists. I've been doing it for years. Is they would shade the outside. Drop the heat down just a little bit. They would shade the outside of a cloud versus the inside of it. And they would have like a radiant type effect outside of it. Like that. So it would kind of highlight the clouds. Gotta fix this piece right here. And it wouldn't matter what part where the cloud was. Be like a, almost like a glow effect over it. That. So, all right. I am gonna call it a day. Let's see. There isn't anybody to raid. So, really quick. There we go. Really quick, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to end the stream with a little music video from my friend Emily Angel. A little something to help you get more motivated and stuff for today. Okay? So, have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. I'll stop after this video. And if you get a chance, just give her a shout out. She twitches on stream periodically. She's going to a Spartan race this weekend. So, give her some love and give her some support. She's a great lady.
You lose some, you win some, but you can't give in. You gotta get up, you gotta get out, work harder, work faster, work stronger. You got this. Who's great? No. Who's great?
I am.
Who's great?
I am.
You got this. Let's go.
You're on the floor and you can't move, and all you're hearing is you can't do this, but you want more. You can't lose. So hear my voice now. Hear what I'm saying. Get up, fight that battle. Get up, win that war. Get up, win that battle. Don't forget who you're fighting for. Get up, fight that battle. Get up, don't look down. Get up, win that battle. Scream it. I got this. You know you won't. Win that war. now.